Happy Thursday, everybody. Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So we are in the salon working today. I'm getting ready to do a relaxer on my client, and I wanted to also give a little praise report. My client, who has had a shortcut for a while now, um, decides that she is ready for some braids, right? So she's like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to grow my hair out, so we're not gonna cut it today." And then when I go and I pull on her hair, and I'm talking in the shorter parts of her hair, you guys, her hair is long enough for braids already. So we have definitely made great strides, right? It doesn't look as great as right now because she needs her hair done. But look at this. Like, I'm talking the shortest part of her head is always right down here where we cut. She can get braids at any point. She still has hair hanging. Even after I trim her, she will have more than enough hair. So that's a great praise report to give. I'm so excited to say that because we went from literally a shortcut, you guys, to being right here. We've cut her hair multiple times. Cut it down, cut the sides, cut the back, left the top. You know, this is my client that we always do the wave style. You know, she comes consistently. She takes good care of her hair. She don't do anything to it. She gets waves. But her hair is definitely thriving. Her hair is definitely growing. So again, you guys, following suit, staying consistent, and really just following the course. And also being with a professional who understands hair care is really important. It's an important part of this process because, you know, everything that you do to your hair away from here matters. So you only see your stylist once every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Some of you don't even see a stylist at all, right? So what happens to your hair in between that time is really the pivotal point because we only see you once. You see your hair every day. Are you taking care of your hair every day? Are you giving your hair the nourishment and the nutrition that it needs? Are you doing that? And a lot of you can't say that you are, right? So I'm definitely here to be the advocate for hair care. You guys know I'm always talking about hair care, hair care, hair care. I know it gets really aggravating because I'm such a truthful and direct person when I talk about hair care. But it's really important that you guys really just take care of what you have because guys, when it's gone, it's not easy to get back. Am I right? When the hair is gone, it's not the easiest to grow back, you guys. It actually takes you longer to grow the hair back than it does for you to get the hair healthy when it's in distress. So, just a little tip for you guys. Now, we're going to be relaxing her. She is getting a relaxer. She's getting a semi-permanent color as well. Even though her hair has definitely grown out as much as it has, it's still considered a shortcut because she is not in the area where it has gravity or hangage, meaning free fall. So I'm still going to relax her as I would any shortcut, but we're not going to be cutting her into a style for a shortcut. I'm literally going to be trimming her as I would if it was a retouch relaxer. Now, another thing that I want to point out, because her hair is in a grow out phase, I'm not going to be relaxing the short areas like I would if it was traditionally a really short pixie where I apply the relaxer to everything. Because at this point, the hair is at the grow out phase and she has hangage, right? So that can easily become over processed. So this is the time that we want to start doing the process as though it was a traditional retouch relaxer on the parts that is longer or hanging more. Now for these really short areas or the much shorter areas, that's really not an option because there's no way for us to put a 1/4 centimeter of relaxer in those areas. So these shorter areas down here, they will still be relaxed like a short style would, but the longer areas, I'm going to definitely make sure that I'm not overlapping. Now, if you're new here, you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. For those of you that might have just stumbled upon my channel, my name is Crystal Williams. I am the CEO and founder of Elite Hair Care USA, where we specialize in science-backed, science-driven, and result-driven hair care products for people who are experiencing thinning, breakage, shedding, or even just hair malnutrition. And our products are created with actual purpose. So you've stumbled on a channel that is probably one of the most unorthodox, one of the very most uncommon channels that you would more normally see, because I give a lot of free information for the free 99 and I teach you how to take good care of your hair. Of course, using our Elite Hair Care products, but just wholeheartedly as a hairstylist too. Good morning. What would you recommend hair, skin, and would you recommend hair, skin, and nail vitamins? Absolutely. So we actually have our own line of hair, skin, and nail vitamins. They are coming back. I know a lot of you have been asking and asking. We have the hair, skin, and nail vitamins for Elite Hair Care. It is getting a facelift and an upgrade in its formula, which is why it's taking a little longer than normal. But, you know, hair, skin, and nail vitamins are always better than just pure biotin. I say that all the time. It's always better than just pure biotin. Why? Because biotin is only one of the B vitamins that the hair needs. The hair needs a multitude of vitamins and minerals. Zinc, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin C, iron, folic acid, calcium. All of these different nutrients are needed because it's not just one thing that makes up the hair. Healthy hair also comes from a healthy body, right? So just giving the body pure biotin, is that helping the body? No, because all you're doing is giving B7. You can get B7 from our biotin collection because that collection is comprised of what? B7, biotin. It's a strengthener. But you need other nutrients for the hair and the skin and the nails, and they all are one system. They all connect. Yes, collagen, absolutely. Collagen is in the skin. Scalp is what? Skin. I want you guys to put in the comments, what other nutrients do you think the hair needs outside of what I've already mentioned? Give me some other some other vitamins or minerals or nutrients that the hair needs in order for it to thrive, in order for it to be healthy. Just type it in the comments for me. And then once you answer that question, also tell us where you're from. Where are you watching from? Are you a subscriber? Are you a newbie? If you're a newbie, put newbie. We want to welcome you. Vitamin D, very good. Am I coloring her hair? Yes, she'll be getting a semi-permanent color after the relaxer. Vitamin E, very good. What else? Vitamin B from Georgia, okay, very good. Hey, Australia. For those of you that are located in Europe, please don't forget we also have our Europe distributor, which is Olive. She has an extension of our Elite Hair Care website. So if you go to the Elite Hair Care Europe website, that is an authorized distributor for us. Watching from Missouri. All right. Vitamin D, yeah, we got D. So we got vitamin B, we got vitamin E, we got vitamin D. What else? Give me some of the not so obvious ones that we need. Hey, Pack. All right, we know we need vitamin C. Give me some of the ones that we need that does not have the name vitamin on it. Sorry, this way, Mama. There you go. Sodium. Sodium is salt. Do we need salt? Not necessarily. Now, is sodium in things? Yes. But that's not one that we're going to definitely need for the hair. Hi, Texas. Actually, salt isn't great for the hair. It's not great for the body. Biotin, okay, that's one of the B vitamins. Magnesium, absolutely. Magnesium is a good one. Magnesium is great for the heart, but it is also great for the hair. Why is magnesium great for the hair? Because when you aid the heart, right? When you aid the heart, you're aiding the blood. What pumps the blood? The heart. Potassium, absolutely. What goes hand in hand with potassium? Starts with an I. Zinc. Yep, zinc. Definitely. That's not what I meant goes hand in hand with potassium. But what goes hand in hand with potassium? Iron. Very good. If you're anemic, anything that affects the blood itself will affect the hair. Now, anyone who's taken one of my master classes, in the master class, we always discuss the anatomy of the follicle. If you attended one of my master classes, put a fire emoji in the chat for me. We always start off with the anatomy of the hair follicle. So if you've attended one, put a fire emoji for me. Come on. Mommy, I'm at work. Hey. Yes, ma'am, I'm on live. Everything okay? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll call you when I get off, okay? All right, mommy, love you. Okay, love you. Wait, so no one has attended one of my master classes? Shame on everybody. If you've attended one of my master classes, put a fire emoji in the chat for me. Hey, England. Anyhow, the reason why I brought that up is because in our master class, we always discuss the anatomy of the follicle. A lot of you don't know the anatomy of the follicle. Thank you, Pat. The hair follicle contains 3 layers, right? Outside of that, each layer has an actual purpose. Now, let's see who can answer this question because I don't ever really talk about this. What is the outermost layer of the hair follicle? What is that layer called? The outermost layer, the layer that you see with your eyes. What is that layer called? So if I'm looking at her hair, this is the layer that I can see. What is that layer called? It is also the same name that they would use when they're talking about some parts of your nail. So I'm actually going to only be offering the classes to people who are a part of our YouTube membership. Going forward, the classes will be free as a part of the YouTube membership. So anybody who's already a YouTube member, you will automatically get the classes, which the class is only an hour, sometimes less. But that is where all of the classes will be offered as a standard. The cuticle, very good. The cuticle, the outermost layer is the cuticle. What is the innermost layer? What is the name of the innermost layer of the strand? What layer is that? What is that called? It's okay to Google. If you need to stop and Google, go right on ahead. What is the innermost layer? Yes, Pac, you are a 6-month Elite Silver member. Absolutely. Selenium. Okay. Anybody else want to give it a try? What is the innermost layer of the strand? What is that layer called? There's 3 layers. Good job, Robert. The medulla. The medulla. Now, what is the layer in between the cuticle and the medulla? What is the layer in between the cuticle and the medulla? I'm inside. It's crazy. Nope, not the hair shaft. The cortex. Very good. The cortex. The cortex. So the outermost layer is the cuticle. The second layer is the cortex. The innermost layer is the medulla. The medulla. Now here is a not trick question. Which layer does some hair textures not have? Which one of those 3 do some hair textures not have? When I say hair texture, I mean fine, medium, coarse. Which layer does some hair textures not have? The medulla. Very good. Very good. So some of us do not have the medulla layer. Can anyone tell me why? Well, not even why. Which texture does not sometimes have a medulla? Which texture? Fine, medium, or coarse? Which one sometimes does not have a medulla?
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, ma'am.
I'm fine, thank you. Fine textured hair. Very good. So fine textured hair, because it is so fine in texture, it sometimes does not have a medulla layer, which is normal. That doesn't mean something's wrong. Would you know? No, you wouldn't. There's no way for you to know. Okay, but traditionally, fine textured hair does not contain the medulla layer. Now, there is something that every strand also contains, and it starts with an S. It is in charge of your sweat gland. What is that S word? It's a little pocket that every strand contains. And it starts with an S. Keyword is sweat. Sebum. Very good. Sebum. 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 Very good. Very good. Now, above or below all of that, guess what is also there? The hair bulb. Who can tell me what the hair bulb does? I know nobody thought you were going to go to school on a Thursday morning, huh? What does the hair bulb do? Natasha, what are you doing to your hair today?
Just wash.
What does the hair bulb do? Are you transitioning, Natasha? You transitioning?
What do you mean?
To natural?
Mm-mm.
When was the last time you had a relaxer? Have you seen them roots?
I don't know. You did it,
It's been months or weeks.
yeah, it's one of the weeks. It gets puffy like that because of the heat.
Have you been working out? You working out as well?
Well, I work out I work outside.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it snaps back once it's washed. And
Okay.
stuff.
And then are you doing a roller set?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you cool down because you're sweating.
Yeah.
And I can't wash you while you're sweating. Sebaceous gland. Thank you, Pat. Holds the oil. No. What does the hair bulb do? It delivers something to the strand. The sebaceous gland creates the sebum. But what does the hair bulb do? You burning? Are you okay?
This side's
Right, let's go to the shampoo. Blood flow. Very good. Look at y'all being all pros and stuff. It delivers blood to the strand. It delivers blood to the strand. Absolutely. So that now snaps us back to why it's important for you to be aiding your body with nutrients and staying hydrated. Because if you have not so good blood or not so good blood flow, what do you think the hair is going to get? The same thing. Come on back. So that is the reason why I went through all of that, because I need you to understand how it works. Blood flow is what fuels the growth of the hair. That is also what gives you healthier, happier hair. You said over here, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's also what gives you healthier, happier hair. Hey, Tanetta, welcome. Welcome to the silver membership. So magnesium, zinc, iron, folic acid, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, E, K. All of these different nutrients are a part of what keeps the hair healthy, which is why I always say hair, skin, and nail vitamins, or even a multivitamin, is always going to be good for the hair. It's going to be good for the skin. Welcome, Tanetta. So for those of you that don't know, we have something on our channel called an elite membership, where all of the different memberships come with different perks. But one of the main perks of being a member of the Elite Hair Care channel at this point is all of our master classes, all of our ebooks, that kind of stuff, are only available to members, or else you have to purchase them one by one. Thank you, Star. Push back in the bowl. Cut back for me. Yes, so there is a 20% off sale. Thank you, Star, for reminding me. There is a 20% off sale going on for YouTubers only, where you can save 20% off any purchase on our website, whether it be the starter kits, the bundle kits, regular products. It doesn't matter. The code is YouTube 2020. Star, if you can make a post for me, that would be great, and I'll pin it. So if you use code YouTube 2020 at checkout, you'll save 20% off any Elite Hair Care purchase. Thank you, Star. Come on, baby. You're not burning anymore, right? Come on back. Black color, right?
Yes.
Good morning. So who caught last night's show? I was a guest host again on Point of View last night. In the meantime, what I'm doing is I'm rinsing out the conditioner phase of the relaxer. So my relaxers include the deep conditioner, which is the conditioning phase. Some people charge extra for it. Mine is included because I feel like that's the entire system. The whole system is needed for this. So I don't a la carte my relaxers. But one thing that I definitely want to point out when it comes on to relaxers, quality of the relaxer also matters. So if you notice, I don't jump around when it comes on to like chemical services. I stay where I stay. I'm happy where I am with the services that I offer. I've actually started to niche down on the services that I offer, where I'm purely hair care at this point. Come on back. All right, so for our second normalizer, I'm actually going to cocktail that with some of our hair repair shampoo, which is infused with botana oil, garlic, and onion oil. So this is also hair repair action, all in the same step as neutralizing. Now there's more neutralizer than hair repair shampoo because the first part of this is neutralizing first and making sure that we restore the hair back to its regular pH. But the second part of it is while the cuticle is open and it's ready to accept any nutrients because it's wide open, I'm going to go ahead and shampoo with that hair repair shampoo. You itchy or you okay? Okay. Thank you. Come on back, Brian. Hey, Deborah. So Grace, it's Thursday, so she's probably out shopping. She does her shopping on Thursdays. Sit up front. All right, so we're gonna put her color on and then get my next client washed. So before I put her color, I did towel dry her, which is super important whenever you're doing any form of color service. Why is it important that you at least towel dry the hair before you start your color service? Why is that important? So the color will absorb. I wouldn't use the word absorb. Adhere would be the better word. One, you have to create what we call a negative and positive charge. So semi-permanent color works off of charges, right? So it's like static. You have to have a negative charge and a positive charge for them to bind together. Towel drying the hair is a way of creating one of those charges. So that's number one. Technically, we're supposed to be actually drying the hair before we apply semi-permanent color, which is what most manufacturers do. The only difference is if I'm doing a client who is relaxed, right after a relaxer, I can actually do the color and it adhere better because the cuticle is slightly open. It's raised all on its own because I just did a chemical service that did it for me. Now, who's to say that I can't do that even when they're not, but I towel dry really well to create that charge. And then, of course, adherence, meaning the color actually sticking and not running off of the head. And if you guys notice, whenever I'm doing my color, I typically use a bowl and brush, even if it's a semi-permanent color, because it gives me better control and I can make sure that I don't miss any partings. When you're using the applicator tip from a color bottle, you can never all the way get all the way to the scalp itself or part thoroughly enough that you won't miss any hair. The brush is also helping to push that color into those different areas, which is also why the brush is needed. So, I teach you guys how to be professionals, even though you're not licensed cosmetologist, but you need to be a professional for your own hair. Because if you don't know how to take care of your hair, how are you going to trust someone else to take care of your hair? You don't even know what they're doing. You don't even know what your hair needs. I hate to ask a client, hey, so how do you take care of your hair? And they say, oh, I don't even wash my hair. I don't even know how to wash my own hair. Baby, how is that possible? So you're entrusting your entire head to a person that you know nothing about your own hair. You know nothing about what your hair requires. They're not even teaching you that. So you're gonna sit with that for 20 minutes. You can sit in the front. Natasha, you can come, Mama. Do you need a mask?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing your deep condition?
Yeah.
Are you shedding? What's going on?
Yeah.
So
it's good to have it in my hair.
well, no, are you shedding? Like, tell me what's happening so I know what conditioner to do to.
Oh, yeah, it does shed.
Oh, yeah. So we'll do a protein. Did we do a protein in your last appointment?
No.
All right, so we'll do one today. So my client is experiencing some shedding. So we're going to do a protein treatment as her deep conditioner today. So we'll be using our Repair RX protein. Let me just clean out this thing. Hold on one second, I'll come back here. Come on back for me. I get this question a lot from you guys when it comes on to, what do you do when your hair is shedding? What do you do when your hair is breaking? More than normal, more than what we consider as normal shedding and breaking. That is when the Repair RX protein treatment comes into play, because the protein treatment is what is going to help you slow or even stop that shedding and breakage within the first 30 minutes of use. So I always tell people when it comes on to protein, yes, if you're low porosity, it says I need to stay away from proteins, absolutely. But does that mean in its entirety? No. We need to stay away from Band-Aids. We don't want to get cut, but we do. So you should always have those different things that you need to aid that boo-boo when you have it, which is the analogy that I always use when it comes on to hair care, especially for protein treatment. So what's the first step that we're going to take in this process before we get into the protein? What's the first thing that we're going to do? So I'm using our Clarify and Refresh, which is our charcoal detoxing shampoo. It is a clarifying shampoo that's going to help to give us a starting point for getting her hair nice and clean that hair and that scalp before we start with our treatment shampoos and conditioners. I mean, as you guys can tell, she's not really sudding, which says, okay, yeah, good thing we did clarify first, because had you not, you'd be using your treatment shampoos to do this work. And all of that goodness that you're putting in is just literally being used to bind to dirt, grit, grime, debris, and objects. So you want to use the Elite Clarify, which is also known as Clarify Refresh now, to detox the hair, cleanse the hair and the scalp, and then you go into your treatment shampoo. All right, so for her first shampoo, which is her treatment shampoo, I'm going to be using the Hair Repair and Restoration Revive Pro 2.0 shampoo. This is the shampoo with the garlic oil, onion oil, batana oil, all the goodness, all the nutrients that is needed to help aid the hair when you are in that repair phase, that malnourishment phase, that, oh, I need to take good care of my hair phase, shedding, thinning, breaking. That is when the Hair Repair Collection comes into play, because this collection is created specifically for those of you that are dealing with damaged hair or malnourished hair. Or you're just trying to regrow it, or you're dealing with alopecia in any sort. Now I'm going to shampoo her third time, and this third time I'm going to cocktail the Hair Repair shampoo with our Bio Boost shampoo, which is a volumizing and strengthening shampoo. So the Bio Boost is our biotin shampoo. It also has that volumizer in it, and it's going to definitely help to add some density or volume to the hair. And then, of course, the Hair Repair is exactly what it is, the hair repair. The good thing also with the Hair Repair is it has that split end complex, which we call it split end mending technology. So it helps to aid your ends temporarily while you're going through the phases up until your next trim, and also helps to prevent the hair from splitting even more in some cases. Are you itchy, Mom? Are you okay now?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
So that's what a cocktail does. Okay, a cocktail is just like when you make a cocktail drink. Yes, you like vodka, but do you want straight vodka all the time? No. You might want to mix it with something else and create an even more heightened drink or a more exciting drink, a cocktail. Killing two birds with one stone. You like vodka and cranberry. I like Bio Boost and Hair Repair. It's the same thing. All right, so for us to do the protein treatment, you do need to towel dry the hair first. Another important step again, I say it all the time. So you want to towel dry the hair. Anytime you're going to do any form of treatment to the hair, anytime you're going to do any form of color or something of that nature, you need to towel dry. Sit all the way up for me, mama. Okay? Towel drying is going to, one, create that charge that the hair needs. Two, it's going to allow the product to adhere better. Before I put her protein on, because she has some tangling, I'm going to detangle her. How am I going to detangle her? I'm going to use a little bit of our Hydra Strength leave-in spray. Okay? It's still a conditioner. It's not going to hinder the protein process. But what I don't want to happen is I don't detangle her and then I go and put protein on the hair, and protein is a binder. It binds to the hair, so it's going to lock in whatever is there, and I don't want to lock in any tangles. Okay? So I just want to make sure that I'm preparing her hair as best possible for the next part of the service. And a lot of times you guys are skipping over things, you know, thinking, oh yeah, that doesn't matter, I'll just do it later. No, the preparation and the care of the hair starts from the bowl. It's in every single step. And you have to pay attention to every single step when you're working with the hair. What is the hair doing at that step? Okay, maybe you need to pivot from what you said you were going to do today. I know you wanted to do moisture today, but is that what the hair is telling you that it needs? No. Okay, that's really all you got to do. You're just literally just going through and dematting or detangling the hair. And I just used a little bit of the Hydra Strength leave-in spray to do so. I didn't oversaturate the hair. And then I'm just literally pick detangling. So I'm using this detangling brush and literally lifting the tangles out of the hair. So she is fully detangled. Okay, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my Repair RX protein. Okay, and I like to put it in my hands for better control. Now, if you prefer to start it on the hair, absolutely. But remember, the protein treatment is really more for the ends and not the scalp. It's for the free hair. Okay, this hair. And then you work your way into the scalp. All right, so she's now going to go under the dryer with no processing cap for 15 minutes. Keep your towel on, okay? Come with me. What color? Okay, no problem. All right, Pro, so we're going to go ahead and start on our next client, which will be doing a relaxer. Oh, thank you. Now, if you're new here and you haven't already hit that subscribe button, now would definitely be the time. And then right along with hitting the subscribe button, go ahead and turn on your notifications so you guys know when I'm live. When I'm live. Okay, y'all. No. I don't have any here. And then everything's 20% off on the site if you want to. She said, I guess, y'all. She's one of those people. Just know.
It's me again, guys.
It's her again, as usual.
I'm so sorry.
Listen, you gotta teach my clients to be like you. You see how you be quiet, just chill. You know what I'm saying? I can't get that from normal people like her. You wanna keep your earrings on? You wanna take them off?
That's good. I think so.
All right, you said cut down the sides in the back.
Yes.
I'll cut down. Like low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Good.
Kind of.
Said kind of low.
Yeah, kind of low.
I don't know what kind of low means. So to be a little more descriptive.
Not all the way.
Low like Milo.
A little longer than yours, just a little bit.
Okay, got it.
Where I can pull it up a little.
Okay. So where you can what? You said pull it up.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, pull at it.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
a little.
I'm like, wait a
Not
second.
all the way.
Don't come stress me out.
I thought I was like, good this time.
Yeah, okay. She said she was gonna be good this time, y'all. Ah! I've yet to have one appointment like that. Ah. Exactly. Exactly my point. Ah, people. I can't win. Alright, so I'm just gonna take down some of her sides and her back. She's keeping her length at the top.
On my neck.
Hmm?
Let's get my neck.
Girl, hush. That's me pulling on the K-Day, bro. I'm not doing that with you today.
I'm trying to snap it off.
There we go. It's on. I've never used a detangling brush. Could you tell me if the hair gets in brush, how do you clean it? Because I have a brush similar to that for brushing my hair and it's hard to clean. They actually sell brush cleaners. It's another tool. It's like a rake. I actually have a brush cleaner here. You use it for like ceramic brushes. You use it for any brush. If I can ever locate it, I'll show it to you. It's somewhere, but it looks like a weird rake. But that is it's called a brush cleaner. It's made for brushes like what you're talking about. You want me to relax the top too?
It's nice.
Huh?
It's this nice. Is it, no? It's not that much up there.
I don't have much new growth there. I kind of feel like we can do a partial.
Okay.
This is the sides and the back.
Yeah.
I feel like the top can still fill out some more.
It's a little growth up there.
Yeah, that's another reason I'm kind of, I want to limit it. Let it grow out. Miss Em, you can sit at the shampoo bowl. Okay. See you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hey, babe. Brianna and Donnie want to go out to eat on iDrive tonight. Do you want to go? Come on, babe. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and rinse her relaxer and get her shampoo. Anything earlier? Okay. No, this is much later. Yeah, come back home. About what? For tomorrow, you mean? Remember I said I would let her know today. I already gave her the address to the warehouse, but you're gonna be home, right? It's up to you. Whichever you prefer. I mean, I know you don't want to miss time at work either. So just go to work. Be in the office. Okay. I'll let you know what time though. I gotta text her back for Donnie. Okay. What time is available before that? All right, you guys. So April got a partial relaxer. Now, does that mean that because she got a partial relaxer, we just shampoo her regularly with traditional products? No, because we're still going to have to do our part in making sure that we normalize all of the hair. So I'm not just going to normalize or neutralize the areas where the relaxer was. I'm going to apply it to the entire head because guess what? Relaxer can touch anywhere. It's something that you can't see when it's on the hair. Even though you rinsed it out, you don't know the pH of that area. So you definitely want to make sure that you rinse those areas and you normalize the entire head and not just the area that the relaxer was on. Okay? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and normalize her or neutralize her. So we're going to normalize her again. This time I'm going to add some of our Bio Boost shampoo. So again, we are still normalizing her for the areas that are relaxed, but we are still also taking care of the hair within this process. So this is considered the treatment portion. So the relaxer is really just the chemical that's straightening the hair, but is it treating the hair? No. It's not instilling nutrients into the hair. It's not aiding the hair in areas where it's damaged. It's doing its job, which is laying the hair down and making it lay, but it is not helping in regards to the nutrients and the health of the hair. That is where your Elite Hair Care products come in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put her color on. I've already towel dried her. So we're gonna do this kind of like a mahogany color. All right, Mama. You're going to sit with that for 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
You can sit in the front or you can sit in one of the dryers here.
Okay.
You can just hold it. That's fine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get her prepared for her waving. So what I'm gonna do is spray her with some of our B7 or Bio Boost leave-in conditioner. And then we're also going to add some of our Super G Vital Growth to her thinning areas in the front. Okay, so this is our water-based Vital Growth Serum. Chin back for me. I'm just gonna drop those in those areas and you massage it in. The hair can be wet or dry, but this is gonna help to stimulate those follicles that are dormant. It also helps to reduce the inflammation. And really all you need to do is apply it to the scalp and then you massage or rub it in and stimulate the area with your fingers. Okay, and then because I know I'm going to be waving her, I'm actually going to add some of our Hydra Daily Moisturizing Cream. Keep the hair nice and hydrated, nice and moisturized, because we are putting spritz on the hair. So you definitely want to make sure your prep game is good when it comes on to things like waving, using a lot of gels, using a lot of sprays or spritz. All right. So before I wave her, I'm just gonna comb through her hair and then I'm also going to trim her. Even though she's short, you guys, people think that short hair is excluded from a trim schedule, even though you might be growing it out. Trimming it is aiding it while it's growing out. Okay, so you still have to trim it. It's either you're gonna trim it or you're gonna cut it. Pick your poison. So I'd rather trim when it's necessary so that when it does grow out, we're not trying to play catch up later on because all she's growing out is split ends and that hair is no longer healthy. Oh, you almost had a bob. Look how much hair we have here. This is a lot of hair, honey. All right, so let's go ahead and get her trimmed up. I got some new sheeters. Let's see what these are like. Don't bring your phone here, baby. You got the wrong house. I knew it, because I don't get deliveries here. Look, you didn't hear me when I don't bring the stuff over here. You got the wrong place. They're not there. I don't think that's their usual driver because their other driver, he always goes through the back. He have a code or something back there. morning. So let's do a little quick trivia question. Let's see who knows. When the hair is split, is it split from the root or is it split from the ends? When you have split hair, is it from the root or from the ends? Ignore the clients that are sitting in the salon. Her.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's split from the ends. Absolutely. So now that we've established that it's split from the ends, if you have split ends, do they run down the shaft or up the shaft? Up the shaft. Good. Very good. So now that we've established that everybody is aware what split ends are, we've established that everybody understands that split ends, they go down the shaft. I'm sorry, up the shaft. Right? The shaft meaning the strand of hair. Okay. Who has maintained their trim schedule with that in mind? So if you've maintained your trim schedule because you understand the analogy or the anatomy of split ends, if you've maintained that trim schedule, put some fire emojis in the chat. And be honest, no judge zone. In the meantime of you guys answering, I'm going to put some Elite Silk wrap foam on her hair. We're going to go ahead and start her wave, which we're doing a comb wave as I discussed earlier. In a sense, with them, I'm actually almost just doing finger waves at this point, so because the hair has grown out so much. Now, of those of you who did not answer, why aren't you maintaining your trim schedule? What is your legitimate reason? Don't all run at once, because whenever I ask this question, people tend to hide. If you're not maintaining your trim schedule, why aren't you maintaining it? You say, you can't afford me. And so what you said about, and I no longer trust people cutting. Well, you're going to have to trust somebody, honey. You trust the person at the stoplight to not hit you, so you got to put your trust somewhere. That's no longer a good answer. Glad you know. Okay, over here don't want to cooperate, I see. Okay. All right. I'm going to get you to do it. Hold on. Didn't I tell y'all I'm already out doing finger waves at this point? I can no longer cheat in the phones. And you guys know when I'm waving, like I don't really talk much, okay? So y'all just kind of just chill. Hold your ear for me. Don't forget to leave the white door open so you can come back in. Tasha, don't forget to leave the white door, that main door that you're about to go out. Leave it open so you can come back in.
Okay.
Tasha, you can actually sit at the shampoo bowl.
Oh, okay.
It's not go. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and spray her down. So first I'm gonna spray her with some goddess polish. Chin down for me, Mom, because I don't wanna mess up your back. Okay. When you go under the dryer, you're gonna keep your head down for a few minutes, okay? Okay. So we're gonna spray her with some goddess polish. Again, preparation for the hair, also protection for the hair. And then I'm lastly gonna spray her with our spritz, which is our Elite Hair Care Spritz. Not available just yet, but we're gonna spray her with this. This is going to give her the hold, and then once she's done, she's out of the dryer and she's on her way out. So you guys can see the shine, the sheen in the hair already. The hair is not dry, it's still wet. There's a little piece over here that I don't know how I even missed. So again, preparation of the hair is also why it's so important, because we want to make sure that the hair is protected even though we're using spritz. All right, so we take this part off and clean it back off. Okay. Okay, look at that. So your waves are beautiful. It's a beautiful wave. So just keep your chin down just for a little bit. Come on now, sit right there. Pull the dryer down. All right, let me go rinse my client real quick, you guys, and then I'll be right back after this commercial break. Did it help the last time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That helps because my job has me out in the heat sometimes.
Okay.
And then I sweat too.
Oh, I gotta take it off. All right, so we're gonna spray her down with some Hydra Strength leave-in spray. And then lastly, some Shield Heat and Humidity Protectant spray. Now, because I am roller setting her, I do like to use a little bit of the Hydra Plus Daily Moisturizing Cream. Very small amount, not much is needed. This is just gonna instill that moisture and that hydration into the hair. So this is what you call stacking or layering. Okay, you're layering. So if you notice, I didn't just put everything on all in one go. I did it in different layers. And how you do your layering is important because not every product can go over every product. So let's go ahead and get her set. And then just a reminder, you guys, all of our Elite Hair Care products for just the YouTubers today who are watching is 20% off. Use code YouTube2020 and that will save you 20% off our starter kits, our bundles, and our regular price products. So today we did a protein treatment on her first. We allow the protein treatment to do its thing for about 15 to 20 minutes under the dryer. No processing cap, no steamer. When I rinsed her, after I rinsed her, I use our Moist Me 24 karat mask to rehydrate the hair, which is a step that a lot of you miss. And that is the easiest way to have additional breakage after you're trying to stop breakage and shedding, because you're not rehydrating the hair after you do your protein treatment. There are not many companies out there that sell professional grade protein treatments like we do. Why? Because not many companies are started by cosmetologists like myself who actually is practicing. So the protein treatment, you don't traditionally see that on shelves. Why? Because most companies don't use protein in that way. They want you to use silk protein, which is more like conditioner. Our protein treatment is a specialized treatment that is specific to help with shedding, breakage, and rebuilding the hair. So only most stylists will have that style of protein treatment. But you guys have access to it. It's just regular people. Hey, Missy, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And then I don't think a lot of you are aware that we now have starter kits, where the starter kits are a little bit different from our traditional bundle kits, right? So the bundle kits are the collections bundled in the right form. So like the moist repair, the hair repair, where you get access to all of the products for a bundled price. Our starter kits are purpose specific. And when I say purpose specific, meaning we have our Get Your Bounce Back starter kit for those of you that want to get your curls back popping, get your hair hydrated, but you really want that curl definition. That's what that kit is for. We have that longer and stronger starter kit. The longer and stronger starter kit is our biggest starter kit because it contains a multitude of products that you would use in your hair care journey. So the longer and stronger kit, it comes with the protein, it comes with our hair balm, shampoo, conditioner, leave-in. Everything you need to get that hair longer and stronger is in that starter kit. So those starter kits are created with purpose in mind, meaning the situation at hand. Another one of the stuff. Oh Lord, it's leaky. Guys. Hold on, you guys. I just sprung a leak. There we go. Oh man, my water bottle just spilled all over my desk. It's fine, I got it. So then we have our thin to thick kit. So the thin to thick kit is for those of you that are dealing with a lot of thinning, or your hair is thinner than normal and you are wanting to get that hair in a more a thicker, more healthier, more volume state. That is what the thin to thick kit is. So it has the shampoo, conditioner. It has our biotin boost serum in it. It has the leave-in conditioner. And then we have our moisture boost starter kit, where the moisture boost starter kit, it gives you everything that you need to really hydrate the hair. From your mask, your shampoo, your leave-in, your serum, everything. I forgot to mention the longer, stronger kit also includes your clarifier. Listen, the starter kits are literally hand created by your girl, by me. Situation based, and what I see the most situations, and those are traditionally the most questions that I get: how to make my hair thicker, how to make my hair more hydrated, how to make my hair longer and stronger, or how to get my curls back popping. And getting your curls back popping isn't just by product. It starts at the bowl. It starts on your wash day. So all of our starter kits, all of our bundle kits, all of our regular price product is included in the 20% off YouTube only sale. The sale is not advertised anywhere else. It's only available for those of you that are watching the live. So if you use code YouTube 2020, chin down for a moment, YouTube 2020, that will give you 20% off. I'm located in Central Florida, Orlando in specific.
Yeah, I saw that film about it. Right.
He said now you gotta make another order for the starter kit. Crystal, are the kids finished with school? Not yet. And Adriana doesn't graduate until next year. So their school does this thing called pass the torch or pass the candle or something, where it's required that juniors attend graduation. And then there's a ceremony in graduation where the seniors hand the juniors a candle and pass the torch on, which is their turn now to say that you are walking into the senior life. Which now requires me to go to a graduation that my child is not graduating from, but it's okay. Yeah, I sound excited, don't I? I am not. I'm the type to go when I know what part of the program says you passing the torch and then I'm out. You said I should do a pop-up salon. Well, every time I've done a pop-up, head up for me, in the recent years, they just haven't gone over well the way that I would like them to. So I kind of just eliminated doing pop-ups. You know, if I'm in a city in like Atlanta, New York, absolutely, I'd always do a pop-up in those cities. But as of right now, I'm not really running to do pop-ups just yet. Now, when my product is in beauty supply stores, traditionally, that's where I'll be doing the pop-ups. So whenever my products are going into, you know, a certain market or a certain store or something of that nature, that's when you'll see me live and in full effect to introduce the fact that we are carried in that particular location. So this is a celebratory moment. All right. Hey, where you go to the shampoo? Hey. Gotta go to the dryer. Okay? Good? A little more?
Yeah, a little bit higher.
Oh,
I know, right?
I love it. Good?
Thanks, yeah.
We got about 5 minutes. Good? Alright, let me rinse my client really quick for you guys. So I can get her molded. I'll be right back. Missy, you can come to the back. prepping her, and then I'll move. April. April.
Hmm?
Sit right in the front for 2
Okay.
seconds, okay? Let me finish her. Miss Ellen, you can sit in my chair. I'm just gonna spray you down. Have to. All right, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and just spray some goddess polish on my client because she is all done. Get those waves, like they cute. Yeah, girl. She love her waves, y'all. We ain't did nothing else since she started. She love her waves. It works because her hair lasts. It lasts 2 weeks.
Yes.
Hey, what you just say? All right, so you ready? You plug this in and you can fill this out for me and just set it. Thank you. I'll see you in a few weeks, okay?
Yes.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up this woman here who's sitting in my chair. She's getting a. We're gonna blend the rest of her cut and finish out the cut wherever needed. So we did a partial relaxer and a color. So she wants to keep the length on the top. So I'm only going to really be blending her sides more than anything else, making sure that everything is cohesive, but I'm not gonna cut much off of the top. We'll just kind of clean the top up in regards to like a trim. See you in 10.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so we're gonna spray her down with some Hydra Strength Leave-In Spray. This is a part of our hair repair and restore collection. Girl, you are doing too much. She's so aggravating, y'all. And then we're gonna spray her with some Shield Heat and Humidity Protectant Spray. This is a heat defense spray that's gonna help. That's gonna help protect the hair, because we are heat styling. I cannot make these clients up, y'all. Like, she is one of those.
I'm holding my
one of
next.
those clients. And we're gonna mold her with our Elite Silk Wrap Foam. Said for the hair mask, it's saying that it's not eligible for the discount. Which hair mask, Jacqueline? Moist Me 24K. All right, give me a few minutes. I'll go on there and check it out and fix it for you. It works excellent on 2-strand twists. So our wrap foam can be used on natural hair, relaxed hair. It can be used for 2-strand twists. It can be used for molding your shortcuts. As you guys know, that's what I use it for. It can be used to keep your boho braids looking like actual boho and not baha. Like Adriana uses it to keep her little strand thingies that they have hanging off of something. Stringy. It's better than mousse. Mousse makes the hair hard. Wrap foam, it keeps the hair molded, but all at the same time, it's pliable and not super dry. So we're gonna go ahead and put some wrap strips around her just to keep her hair nice and flat. I'm actually have you stand up for me for 1 second. Okay. Stand up for me. Oh, this roller in the dryer as possible. Honestly, in the dryer. All right, y'all. Let me clean up real quick. I'm actually gonna put some color on my hair, but I need to get the area cleaned up first. And then Jacqueline, I'll check the Moist Me 24K in just a moment. I can use the phone. Okay, Jacqueline, it's fixed. Jacqueline, you should be able to use it now with the discount code. And anyone else who is trying to get the Moist Me 24 karat mask or any other products that might have said that they weren't applying. right, y'all. So I'm gonna add some purple to these very nice grays in the front of my head because they are not attractive. Now, because I am doing a light color, this color collection that I'm using, it adheres better when the hair is dry. So I'm gonna actually dry my purple area. Again, creating a negative and positive charge. Y'all see them grays? Ooh, Lord. Thanks to my mother. The grays are real disrespectful. Wow. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to, I actually got a lighter purple that I was gonna try. I don't know, I'm scared though. I'm scared it might not work. Let's see, we'll try it out though. What y'all think about this purple? You think it's too light for my hair? No? You like it? You like it? So this is the purple that I bought today. I love this brand of vibrant colors. Of course, until Crystal gets her own color brand. Now, how well this is going to show, I'm not sure. So let's put some in here. If it's still too light, oh, it's actually really pretty. It's a very pretty purple. All right, let's give it a try. Because I was gonna go with the darker purple. And then I'm covering these grays because they're not nice. So yes, I'm gonna cover my whole head. Now who can tell me why I'm covering the gray first? I'm the perfect example of when I say gray is its own texture. YouTube 2020, all one word. All one word. Let me make sure that I put it in there right before I tell you that. No, not so it can take faster. No, that has nothing to do with it. Yep, the code is YouTube 2020. Why did I put it on the gray first? It's more resistant. Very good, Mimi. More resistant. You got that right. Gray is the most resistant. It's like Japanese style hair. Stubborn. You can use all of that. Any one of those words you want to use, that's what you're going to put gray next to. Stubborn, disrespectful, not nice, inconsistent, odd shaped, unhappy. It's like the miserable relationship. That's gray hair. Especially when you don't want it. It is also the hair color or the maturity level that you cannot stop from coming. It can be anywhere that hair grows, even on your arms. All right. So now we're going to go into the stubborn area in the front here again. I'm more than certain there's more back here somewhere. And then I'm just going to put it to everything else. Voila, we will soon announce when Voila will be available. We will soon announce. Look, right now I just covered this thing with gray and it literally sticks off my head. This is not nice. And I'm going to tell you guys what makes gray even worse. When your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whomever you are, they come and say, dang, you got a lot of gray. That's what is really bad. Guess who prompted me to say, you know what, I'm going to color my hair today. Been saying I'm going to color my hair again, but just been lazy. And a certain person woke up this morning and said, geez, babe, you got a lot of gray. And immediately I ran to the beauty supply. He's going to live so long. Guess who calling? He's going to live so long. He's literally calling. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. No, because school's already out. You just got to use the app. Yeah. It's out at 2:50. So just use the app and it'll call them in. Oh, yeah, everybody's under the dryer. I'm coloring my hair because somebody said something about my braids, you know. No, I was going to color it anyway, and then here you come with your foolishness. Yeah, oh, you really going to let me color it? Like a dark brown, like a natural color? Okay. Okay. It's time. You don't want to look like an OG anymore? You heard me? You don't want to be an OG anymore? I'll call you back in a little while, okay? Okay, baby. Look, I knew it was going to come. He go, oh, yeah, I'm going to color mine. I said, a natural brown? He's like, yeah, it's time. I said, oh, you don't want to look like an OG anymore? Because now everybody that comes up to him, they're like, OG, what's up? He hates it. I do not feel his pain. I'm young. I'm not old. Even when I'm 55, 60, 70, I'm still young. Oh, wow. Bless Melon. All right, y'all. So I'm done applying my color. I'm just making sure that my ends are thoroughly covered. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of the color that is left in the bowl. And because I know that gray hair is literally sticking up, I'm going to press that gray hair into the color. And then put a plastic cap on it so that it has nowhere to go. I think this purple is gonna be pretty. What do you guys think? I'm all into the colors now, so now it's over now. And my hair is brown enough that most colors will show as a cast. All right, let me use the restroom real quick, you guys. I'll be right back. No, I'm fine. I'm not forgetting the net. Oh yeah, this net is too thick too.
What's that?
This one is too thick.
Oh my
The
God.
one you're gonna get if you go to Joann's or Hobby Lobby or one of them.
Okay.
That really thin one that you can almost tear it with your hand.
Okay.
That kind.
All right.
That one's gonna make you hot sometimes.
Okay. Well, we won't use that one. snippet of that one. It's still soaking like that.
Of the one you have? I don't have the other one.
Oh, yeah.
It's just really thin. It's just thin mesh.
Okay.
This is like sewing. Like this is if I was doing a sewing kind of mesh. The one that you're gonna get is the one that you put. It's almost like tulle.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's tulle,
Yeah.
and it's white. You just need white or
Okay.
transparent or whatever you want to call the color.
Okay.
There we go. Do you ever try the shampoo color? I do. But that's not going to be enough for gray. That's just, it's good to keep the hair color that you already have vibrant, but it's not going to cover hair that needs to be colored. That's very temporary. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and press her hair first, get that out of the way so that once we do install the tracks, we're not trying to lift her hair or lift the tracks and do all of that stuff. You really want to do a lot of your prep work at the beginning so that at the end, all you're doing is finishing. Like the preparation makes it for an easy finish. Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all.